Once upon a time, men provided for their families. Some had degrees, some didn't. Having a college degree meant more security and likelihood of holding your family down on your single income. In today's society, that's never been less true. Tech bros, lawyers, practicing doctors, and skilled tradesmen will enjoy high income from their formal schooling, while the rest of us are left to scramble and figure it out. Where has that left us? Well, for me, I stumbled upon my safety net. A well-paying job I use as my fallback whenever I'm between jobs, figuring things out, or just want some extra money. But it doesn't fuel me. I don't enjoy it enough to be the main space I spend majority of my time for years on end. Everyone that went to college doesn't have the same luxury of choice. I haven't used my degree since the day I graduated, and seeing how disposable my major is was an extreme eye-opener and humbling experience. I'm sure it was for so many people like myself though. Although there are plenty more factors, I believe this is one of the drivers of the person-facing beneficiary hustle culture we deal with today. Due to the financial uncertainty of so many people, everyone wants obscene amounts of wealth that we don't know what to do with, and in turn, you won't get angry with mega billionaires like Elon Musk. It'll seem like he just hustled harder and positioned himself well enough to be in this position, when in fact, it's a systemic structural issue why he has so much and we have so little. While I won't accept what the system is giving me while I lie down, it raises the question to college graduates like myself and the others I know, some with master's degrees and some even having their doctorates. What are we supposed to do? Search far and wide for suitable jobs in our fields, hoping we can land one good enough to pay all our bills and have some left over? Or grabbing what we can, then picking up part-time hours and doing DoorDash on the side? Neither of those are viable solutions. This results in everyone thinking content and influencing is the way out, or starting that drop shipping or social media marketing agency business is the way. But if everyone is a business owner, how will we sustain a client base? And how will enough people have the money to patronize us? It would be nice to be able to depend on our fellow citizens, but it starts with the people in power to fuel sustainable living in communities. I'm not one to put my trust in the government either. We have one for a reason, and if we're going to fund them with our tax dollars, the least they can do is be competent or be held accountable if they aren't. Anyway, with our state of living and reasons why, college has never had a weaker case for being chosen. And that's before I outline the 263% increase in average college tuition over the last 30 years, rising 42% faster than inflation on average, or any number of wild stats covering the cost of attending. I've always been an advocate for post-secondary education under specific sets of circumstances. Either you know what you're going for, and a specialized degree is the only way to get there. This is where your doctors, lawyers, and therapists come in. Then your skilled trades, plumbers, electrician, HVAC techs, roofers. Lastly, the ones who receive full scholarships. Go to college, figure out who you are, live in a city you've never lived in before, go for it. Aside from that, college is the most expensive crutch ever. Up to $100,000 to delay your first real job, lose time that could be used on experience to live in the type of walkable communities you'll likely never live in again. Unless you make it your business to, you're rarely building skills you use in everyday life, meaningful networking, or seriously growing up. It's a 4-year band-aid on life to the majority. This isn't meant to shit on anyone with a degree, but in a nutshell, this is a zoomed out bird's eye view of college as I see it. And the solution is fighting the system that designed it to be this way, because I promise we didn't get here by a series of accidents. This way of living was intentionally crafted by those who benefit from it. The ones who pay for their schooling when a semester costs $41 and rent was $200 per month for 2 bedrooms. If we continue to fight each other for scraps, it eases the tension for the individuals and organizations at fault for this. Remember, before worker unions and major strikes, we worked 16-hour days with no weekends off or safety regulations. And this is the life you never retired from that started as a child before children labor laws. But they organized and fought, and so can we. The beginning stages, I'll outline in another video, but for now I'll leave you with this. Google search the origin of Labor Day. Don't just read the initial overview. Take 15 minutes to read a couple articles and ask yourself, why can't this be you? I'll catch you on the next one.